Sub, run it up, run it up, run it up. Yeah, yeah. I was feeling pretty good. Been working hard. It's like my fifth or sixth day of detoxing off of gnarly drugs, and feel pretty terrible, but thugging it out for y'all and for myself, and and so I'm just trying to do as much as possible to stay focused and all that. Obviously, the God Save MacArthur Park project is my priority, and all my music is going. So grateful for all the feedback and all the love and just the response to my art and my heart that I've been giving people. Like, God is real. Like, and if you really put your full effort into something and bring God into the equation, you're gonna be successful. I promise you. So, um, that's been that's been amazing, particularly these past few months, watching all that come to fruition. But it was brought on by a lot of pain and turmoil, and as often the art that gets discussed most likely is. And I like what everybody does and what everybody's got going on, but I feel like what I'm doing and the people I'm working with, what we got going on is really special, and that feels great. It really feels like the culmination of this. I'm about to be 44 next month, and I've been in writing raps for over 30 plus years for real, and it feels like everything is just kind of coming together for me creatively, and just like everything I've wanted to do now. So that feels great. Um, with that being said, yeah, detoxing off drugs is not cool. And there's like, let me just tell you a little bit about some of the cool stuff I got going on beyond y'all seeing me every day on No Jumper, beyond the music. I'm really trying to do a lot to help the community, and I want my struggles with addiction and recovery to be a catalyst for other people to do better, live better, and for this community over here, particularly in the Westlake, MacArthur Park area of Los Angeles, all the there's a lot of people that do philanthropic things and try to give back to the community, but they don't really focus on the people that really need it. And it breaks my heart every day when I'm driving to work or walking in the store and just see all the crazy shit, and then I see kids walking to school, and I see families struggling to get by. So beyond all like the depravity and the gangs and the drugs, like there's good, honest, hardworking families that are have to be immersed in this turmoil, and I want to make it a little bit easier on them. So I'm partnering up with a great charitable organization. I will tell you all more about that soon, but I'm gonna be giving out $200 grocery baskets to over 20 families, hopefully starting this week, but as late as next week, as early as possibly this week. So yeah, that's for the people. In addition to that, you can go to Bless Savage. What is it? BlessSavage.co? Bless Savage. Yeah, BlessSavage.co. And you can get the MacArthur Park hockey jersey. I think we got like 10 of them left. We're almost sold out, but I want to get them all out. So please cop that. We will be doing a dope show. We're partnering with some amazing artists as far as like some of the great, I can't say too much, but some of the greatest graffiti artists of all time in like a high-end gallery space for the unveiling of the project and all that. We're going to be doing that next month, what we wanted to do before. Shouts to all the homies from Montreal that have been supporting my boy Skin Deep, my boy Lil Pesci, Crazy Ass Medellin, everybody, because oddly enough, this portrait of Los Angeles would not be able to exist without Montreal intervening. Also, if y'all haven't noticed a physical change in me yet, maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know, but I stopped drinking Buzz Balls. That's part of my detox. And I'm intermittent fasting, so I can only eat between the hours of basically like 7 a.m. and 6 p.m., like sunshine hours. So I've been doing that, and it's definitely like brought a lot more clarity to my life, and that's in just a week, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying I'm perfectly clear-headed either. I'm like kind of in the midst of the withdrawals and all that, so that's kind of janky, but at the same time does provide a level of clarity I didn't have before. I don't know if you can see a change in my face. I'm trying to work out as much as I can. I wound up tearing my damn bitch ass right calf muscle when I was on the treadmill, getting super jacked, lifting 10-pound weights like a little bitch, but still managed to tear my fucking calf muscle in my right leg. So that is kind of, I'd like to be doing more workouts, but that's kind of fucking my shit up. But my legs starting to feel a little better. I do appreciate the support, and y'all can for sure laugh at it too, because it is funny. So don't feel bad. Please run up my likes, shares, subs, and all that. You feel me? I don't be going live too often, but when I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Mainly this channel is focused on my music and all that, but I do want to continue to do live streams. Like, it definitely helps the time pass when I'm working out, and when there's something I'm passionate about talking about, or something I feel like demands a response, I will go and use this as the outlet to do so. Also, I want to say I had recently been on Panda Chop's channel, did a dope interview with him. Gonna be doing some more, really fuck with his content on some underground hip hop shit. And I will be making a return this week to the OutKast. Me and my boy Goblin reunited, and it feels so good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm done at you, so I know some of y'all fuck with me for the whole drug addict lore and all that. And those of you that fuck with me from Goblin's podcast, just know that I'm gonna be back. We're filming this week. I don't know when he's gonna drop it. You know that he's the mastermind. I'm just, you feel me? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You feel me? I'm just Dorothy. That's the Wizard of Oz. All right. Don't worry about a motherfucking thing. I'm going crazy with it. With that being said, like, yeah, there's so much controversial shit I can talk about. I could definitely talk about like the things that people are trying to do right now, as far as like hating on me and the lengths people are going, and they want to talk about like past, what they think are past controversies of mine and shit. So there's a whole bunch of shit. But I also want to let you know, now is as good of a time as ever, let you know that I ain't got no motherfucking sponsors. I'm independent, you feel me? Independent as fuck. So y'all are my sponsors. So, you feel me? Them super chisna is nats, shoot the super chat and I will acknowledge what you want me to talk about. It's free to hit the like button if you ain't got it, or you don't feel like it, and you don't want to support. That's totally cool. But I do appreciate the likes. But if you do got it, you got something you want me to address, the super chat is how it gets done, baby. Regardless, I'm going to be chopping it up with y'all about a few things. I do, like I said, want to get into, I don't know if today, but I definitely want to get into some of the things that people are trying to, like, quote unquote expose about me, which are hella funny and are interesting stories as well. So we can get into that. But I do want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to the greatest musical group that I've ever known in my lifetime. My version of the Beatles. You know, every generation gets one great musical act if they're lucky. And that not only personally resonates, but transcends an entire generation and shifts the genre and changes the way that music is created for the rest of time and eternity. And for me, OutKast is that group. So, you know, I make no bones about it that, to me, OutKast is not only the greatest group in hip hop history, but the overall just greatest musical achievement that I've ever witnessed. I know a lot of people like to split hairs and debate about the greatest group of all time in hip hop, and then there's like this divide that's made between group and duo. I often see that happen. Like people will say that you can't compare Wu-Tang Clan and OutKast because Wu-Tang is a group and OutKast is a duo. Mobb Deep is a duo. Gangstar is a duo. MOP is a duo. The Dog Pound is a duo. Like by definition, a lot of the Capone and Noriega are a duo. A lot of the names that would come up in the greatest group conversation are technically duos. Like groups, I guess, would be Wu-Tang Clan, A Tribe Called Quest, 3-6 Mafia, Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, those are groups. Onyx, a group. Cypress Hill, a group. So it's interesting, like semantic debate at a certain point. But to me, there's no question, like the greatest artistic achievement, 100% across the board, front, back, side to side, is OutKast. We can talk about why all day. My boy Big Mac 57 said, Lush, let me send you some beats for free. You definitely can, brother. Lush One West, Lush ONE West at gmail.com. Let's see, you feel me? Let's see what's popping. You know, I'm pretty dialed in on this project, but I'm always down to hear new dope music. And if there's somebody with talent out here, shit, you feel me? Maybe we can work together. So yeah, shoot it, like they say in LA County. Shoot it. Shoot the wheeler, homie. With that being said, yeah, OutKast by far the greatest group to me in hip hop history. Is not really much of a conversation there. Starting from just like the way that every single time OutKast dropped an album, it changed the entire landscape of music. When Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music came out in '94, there had never been, with the exception of the Ghetto Boys out of Houston and a few other, I know, pretty sure UGK had already come, yeah, they had already come out, 8 Ball and MGG had already come out, like, nobody in Atlanta, that's for damn show. There had never been a group that was on such a high level lyrically and just like sonically crisp production that fit in with the landscape of contemporary New York hip hop at that time, but gave such a unique country fried flavor to it. And to me, that was like was quintessential. I remember like the first time I really remember that album cover, and just, not only the album cover but the CD, the way it looked, and that drawing, that painting of the hot ass naked chick, you feel me, like that right there was like, you know, with the Afrocentric color scheme and all that, to me that was like so iconic. And I remember going to summer camp, I guess it was 94 or 95 at that point. Yeah, the summertime after that OutKast album would come out, probably like 6-7 months after, and I'd heard heard it a couple times. I think I had heard what was it, Southern Playlist, the self-titled song was like the first single, I think, but I remember listening to that on the way to summer camp and hearing the intro, and then that Ain't No Thing song. As soon as Ain't No Thing came on, I was like, whoa, it's like nothing I ever heard. I remember at that time, like Andre 3 Stacks was like talking some pretty gangster shit still. Like listen to what makes OutKast so unique and stand out to me is the duality. Like you got two guys in this group that are very, very different. Andre being the, you know, like this Afrocentric genie from Mars, essentially, just this like musical guru with just down south wisdom that he would just kind of like. It sounded like he was talking while like walking real slow down a dusty road, chewing on a piece of straw, but like kicking the most profound things you've ever heard, just like casually, while being completely non-pretentious. Then you got Big Boy, who's, you know, straight ism, straight slanging, and, you know, street shit, but like said in an intelligent and self-aware way. You kind of combine these two characters, you get the dichotomy that is to this day encompasses OutKast. With most other musical groups, especially in hip hop, like it's difficult to really distinguish such stark contrasts and differences within the group. Like, what's really that different about each member of the Migos, like comparatively to like looking at OutKast, like two guys that are on completely different tips. Even like even Wu Tang, when there's 9 different personalities and everybody is super unique and has their own chamber, it's still like not as stark of a contrast. There's no contrast within Wu Tang that exists as stark as you see between Big Boy and Three Stacks. However, I would say that started really on the second album more, because the first one you could see it, but it wasn't as glaringly apparent. And then when ATLiens came out, and Andre had the fucking he started dressing like Great Tiger from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and he had the motherfucking, you feel me, had the jewel on with the genie hat. That's when it started to like become, they were like playing off the differences and leaning into it, and that became more pronounced even as we went further with Aquemini. And then it's like, okay, here's kind of the science behind it. There's the astrological, you got the Aquarius, you feel me, Big Boy, and you got the Gemini, Andre 3000, and if you research astrology, how those signs interact and why that's such a powerful combination, and what that is when they're activated, and just like the differences, yet like how it still kind of works together. And then they kind of like hit that creative peak and continue to go even further left with Stankonia, which is like them taking that as to the most commercially accessible and viable extent that they possibly ever could, and just like transcend the scope of hip hop and make it be like something that they're just really fully just, what can we do to like reach the greatest extent musically, and how can we push ourselves and push the culture forward. And look at fucking Mosley ass. Mosley! Kitty emojis in the chat from Mosley. I feel me going crazy out here. But, and then obviously with the Love Below and Speaker Box, they literally were like, okay, we're going to take this now even further and show that we're completely different and like separate entities within ourselves as a group. And we can release a project where we each like have we need our own volume to speak for us. Where, I'm not sure how much beyond consultation they did. I know there was like a feature on each or whatever, but they didn't really individual selves speaking, which was great. And we saw some huge hits and great moments from Hey Ya. I mean, at this point, it's safe to say Hey Ya is one of the greatest records made in the history of music. It's way beyond like a hip hop song. This is something that our grandparents and our great-grandchildren are gonna love forever. This is like, it's way bigger than just the context of hip hop culture. It's like, this is musical, highest level, like just everything. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, damn, like the musicality, his phrasing, this sounds like a fucking Chuck Berry song mixed with George Clinton if he were alive in 2003 or whatever year that was, 2004. Like, damn, it was just so powerful. And so flowers with glaze, whatever the fuck you kids call it nowadays. To OutKast, salute, thank you to the greats, the innovators. Want to take it a step further, not only give OutKast their flowers, but the entire Dungeon family, you feel me, the Goody Mob, Cool Breeze, Future, everybody that come from that lineage. There's so many great artists, Joy, she is amazing too. And of course, obviously, Organized Noise, Rico Wade and all them, some of the greatest production team, if not the greatest production team in hip hop history. People overlook just the fact that all these rappers come from the same lineage. That kind of changes the dynamic for real of that Wu-Tang versus OutKast combo. Because like if you want to like encompass the entire greatness of the Dungeon family, you gotta include Goody Mob, that's CeeLo's entire solo catalog, Gnarls Barkley, all that shit. You feel me? Future and his catalog, like, remember Future's Rico Wade's nephew, the producer from Organized Noise, who made every OutKast beat of all time. So Andre 3000 was a dude that named Future. His name was Meathead before that, and he was in a group. His name was Meathead because he literally preemptive pause, used to slang meat out of, like, if you've been in the hood in Atlanta and other cities, you'll see LA fools do that shit, fools be slanging meat. Remember, for all you know, Jumper fans, the one time AD famously bought $300 worth of spoiled meat and almost poisoned his entire family. No, shout out to AD. But that did happen. The last part, he didn't almost poison his family, but he did buy some bad meat. With that being said, that was Future's hustle back in the day. And then Andre 3000 came across him and said, "You are the future of hip hop." So goes the lore. And here we are today. Like, that lineage is still influencing and shaping hip hop music and culture and beyond. So that's you can't really, that's an incomparable run and catalog squad to be from, all that shit. Like, you can't really find any flaws in the design of the greatness of OutKast. There's no like rocks that could be thrown. This house is not made of glass. This house is made of titanium. Like, there's pure greatness with OutKast. So to me, it was dope to see them being honored in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it's dope to see, like, when Tyler Creator did his performance honoring them. He performed "Bombs Over Baghdad." That's one of the best, like, hip hop tribute performances. It reminds me, I forget, R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan. I think it was him that fucked up the Biggie Smalls verse at the. They gotta be. I'm glad that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Association made sure they got the right performers for the right songs to pay tribute, and these artists were taking it seriously. You could tell that's like a big honor for someone like Tyler. He understands the gravity and the importance of this moment and what it could not only do for him, but just like the overall context of music history and hip hop. And he did an amazing job. Didn't miss a fucking bar, didn't miss a beat. So that shit was really, really dope to see. And yeah, exciting fucking times, bro. OutKast winning, receiving that accolade. Max B coming home from prison, one of my favorite artists of all time. It's exciting times. You could tune into the latest episode of No Jumper News and check out my takes on that. But since we didn't discuss OutKast, and I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if we'll acknowledge it tomorrow on the No Jumper Show, I wanted to make sure that I went out of my way to give them their flowers. You know, shouts to Big Boy, shouts to Andre 3 Stacks. You guys are heroes of mine, and forever, I love Atlanta. Fila, baby, you feel me? Shouts to Atlanta for being a cultural mecca of hip-hop, and for holding it down for the past couple decades, being one of the most important, if not the most important city in history besides New York and possibly LA, when it comes to telling the history of hip-hop. I mean, Atlanta's had the crown for a while, for being honest. You know, can't deny that. That being said, it's because of OutKast. And prior to OutKast, you know, Kilo Ali was like the first real dope rapper I heard out of Atlanta, and he was doing more turned up music. It was more like in line with like Miami bass, but like with a little bit of the twist. And I feel like, you know, them Players Association, shit like that, you know, really instrumental in the lineage. But remember, OutKast really set it off for the entire Dirty South. They coined that phrase, Dirty South. They coined the phrase trap, which has been used as trap music, the musical genre, way before. They did that, I want to say, on the second album. Was that on AT Aliens? Big Boy said that? Or was it Was it one of the Goody Mob members who said it before then? I know the song Dirty South is what coined the phrase Dirty South, which we barely even use collectively as a society nowadays, but it's still fire. Still fire, like to have contributed to the vernacular. I appreciate you sending beats, homie. I'm gonna definitely check those out. You feel me? With that being said, um, I'm not gonna be. I gotta do it. It's so hard because you know I love y'all and y'all know I really want to rock with y'all. But if you don't send a super chat, I can't acknowledge anything y'all are saying. But I do appreciate the love. But what I can do is accept free likes. And so hit that like button, share, subscribe, run it up. Watch the new videos, you feel me? Dropping every week new videos. Going crazy with the Spotify releases and working on getting some more gear, another drop and continuing to push the hockey jersey, MacArthur Yoshinoya jersey, as well as getting some vinyl to y'all, getting some physical media, working on this MacArthur Park, God Save MacArthur Park magazine as well, in conjunction with the release. So I'm really trying to stay busy, Uh, yeah, like I said, regardless, y'all are still, if you can't send a super chat, y'all are still my people, and I still love y'all. Like I said, it's free to hit the like button. Do that if you rock with me, even if you don't. You feel me? It's all Gucci and it's all love. I'm just trying to, just an artist on the come up. 44 years, damn near 44 years young. I'm turning 44 next month. Today is the first day of me referring to myself as 44. Like I feel like I've already traversed like the murky waters of coming to terms and just adding another unattractive year of pepper to my salt. I mean, salt to my pepper. But I'm kind of getting used to it, and I'm not that mad about it. You dig? No, I fuck with J.K. Mack as my dog. Exactly. Hey, shouts to my boy DC5 owners. Come on, man. You already know. Been rocking with me, good, bad, and ugly for a minute. That's why I'm even acknowledging a non-super chat player. Cause bro and been outside fucking with me for several moons. Several of them things. With that being said, I do appreciate all of y'all. Um, no, of course I do. No, I don't, and I do not require y'all to pay. And I'm not shit. Remember, I'm not big or anything like that. I'm still a regular guy, bro. I live a block away from MacArthur Park. You feel me? In a one-bedroom apartment in downtown LA, and I work my ass off. Me and my girl both. To keep the lights on and keep the shit cracking. So I ain't nobody special, all right? Don't think of me like that or like act like I'm trying to big dog y'all or by nothing like that. I'm just, you feel me, trying to make ends meet and make the business make sense while I'm trying to provide the best entertainment value for y'all. With that being said, the video's free. Watch the motherfucker. It's love. You feel me? Like, nah, bro. I love y'all. I read the chat. Be reading it as much as I can. At the same time, I also want to like give y'all a good conversation, and I feel like I don't like when I see people on their lives just reading the chat and we're like, at what point is that not entertaining anymore? Like, you want to hear what I have to say. That's why you're watching, right? So I should talk and give you guys something other than, and I have so much going on up here. Like, what's the point of me even referring to anything else? Y'all don't. That's not good entertainment. Even me talking about this is bad entertainment. So, with that being said, I am very grateful that OutKast exists. I'm grateful that they got that acknowledgement, and hopefully we start to see more people just like putting love and care into their music, and really like your art is gonna be taken as seriously as you take it. You don't take it seriously, or you half-ass it, or you don't believe in it. How the fuck is anybody else supposed to get behind that? And It's not easy, dude. Shouts to everybody out there creating, trying to get theirs. You feel me? Look, it's tough. Like I try to give other artists as many opportunities as possible. I've been doing it my whole life. As soon as like I got in the game, and I've always part of that I attribute to me being confident in my own abilities. Like if I put a light on somebody else, that doesn't dim mine in any capacity. And I've always been just an admirer of talent and want to contribute however I can. And when I see other people that are dope, I like to highlight them. A lot of people are gatekeepers and they close doors. I like to open them, like let the people decide what they think is fire. And that comes from, I guess, my dad being a movie director, giving so many people opportunities. His dad being and his grandfather being impresarios and throwing concerts and theater and things like that. Has always been about how my grandfather was a talent manager and my mom produced plays. Like it's in my DNA to put people on. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna always highlight who's dope and who I believe in. And that's why like it doesn't bother me. I guess it's like it's a funny ass meme, I guess, this generation talking about quote unquote glazing and whatever that means. But to me, like, it's so funny because this generation be hella confused. I don't even want to like attribute it all to a specific generation, but nowadays the zeitgeist of modern society oscillating between your giving flowers and glazing. Like I want to give flowers, that sounds gay. Glazing, that sounds gay. How about just like if something's dope, I'm gonna give it props, and if it's weak, just be like, oh, that shit weak. I don't unnecessarily glaze. I also find enjoyment in a lot of things, and if something's dope, don't be afraid to highlight it. Don't be afraid to put other people on. That's one of the reasons why it's dope to be a no jumper, because I like being a part of teams of creative people that are all contributing their own things and winning. And that's why it was dope when I first got over there. And there's all these talented people that Adam had curated, and it's still like that to this day. There's a different set of characters, but Adam realizing that him putting people on is beneficial when he could have just like bet on himself strictly and never highlighted other creators, and No Jumper would still be lit. It'll still be what it is. I'm not gonna say that I didn't do nothing to help enhance it. And others over the years, like the house phones and of the world, and all the different people that have come around, and the Remos and the Brick Babies and everybody. You feel me? It's all like a part of the lineage, right? But it's it's dope. It's dope that Adam continues and has continued to take a risk on other people, because that's what it is. When you at the end of the day, if I'm putting somebody else on a stage, it's because I believe in them and they're gonna do what I need them to do when they hit that stage. And oftentimes people will be disappointing and they'll let you down and they drop the ball. Like, ball's in my hand, I ain't trying to drop it. That's another reason why it was important for me to get sober, beyond like my bitch being sick of me getting fucked up, everybody sick of me being fucked up. Like, it was just time. My boy Saeed, you feel me? Back in the building. Lush, how connected to your soul is Pearl Jam Black? That's a dope album. Definitely not as connected to my soul as Pearl Jam 10. Pearl Jam 10. Oh, we ran. Summer on a pillow made of concrete. Come on, bro. One of the greatest songs about homelessness ever. Even Flow, Jeremy, Alive, and I'm just naming the singles right now. Fuck. What that is like an impeccable, one of the greatest alt rock / grunge rock releases in history. Black, Vitology. I mean, Vitology I'll say is my second favorite, and then yeah, Black is a great album too. But I feel like peak Eddie Vedder is Even Flow, Pearl Jam 10, Mookie Blaylock jersey on Jeff Hammett. You feel me? That's the Pearl Jam that moved me. That's why if you look at my sixth grade elementary school picture I had the Pearl Jam t-shirt on. That's why. Because of that album. Because of 10. Vitology, all that. Don't call me daughter. That's all like less. 10 was like pinnacle. Pinnacle to me. Like that's then like Pearl Jam turned into like a jam band and people collect their performances like Fish and Grateful Dead. What that's like the paradigm. That's like the ultimate goal musically. You just like go take acid and jam with your friends and you get and people collect it and sell like specific ciphers for life. Like Jesus Christ, dude. Like you can't really get better than that. That is like that's peak. That's peak musicality, peak dreams of all musicians. It's like we just jam out and get paid exorbitant funds, and then the next day, like it's for sale, and people are collecting and buying and arguing about which show on the tour is better. That level of like fan involvement and interaction, unrivaled. I'll say that I've always made the statement I'd rather, if I could have any fan base, it'd be the Juggalos. Nah, I'll take that back. I love Juggalos. Shouts to my Juggalos. Number one, the motherfucking Wooks. The damn Deadheads, the Fish Heads, the Jam Band fans, Widespread Panic, String Cheese Incident fans, Pearl Jam fans. What? Y'all y'all give up your lives, devote yourselves to following a band performing and then trading the tapes of the performances. That is an insane culture, bro. That is an insane culture right there. And I don't think there's a more dedicated or better fan base than anybody could have in history. But that right there, like, yeah, so I'll say, to answer Saeed's question, for sure, the most meaningful Pearl Jam album to me is 10, but I do like Black, Vitology, all that shit. With that being said, okay, yeah, I will answer this non-super chatted question because it's pretty relevant. Lush, when are you dropping again? Well, looks like I'm dropping again on Friday. I think Friday is my drop day. Been going pretty good. I've been dropping almost every Friday for like I've dropped 4 videos and 1 lyric video in 2 months, and in the past 3 or 4 weeks I've dropped every Friday. I will drop this Friday. I'm gonna be dropping every Friday. I already have another video shot. Evil directed it. Shout out to the Ravi video directed by Evil, produced by Skin Deep, which is dropping. I got a gang and new shit. And I want to also announce that me and my brother Lo Pesci are working on an album together. Shouts to MTLA, Montreal, LA connection. You feel me? MacArthur Park adjacent. So yeah, shouts to Lo Pesci. Everybody spam Lo Pesci. Let him know that you heard him and I are doing an album. We got some surprises. We got some crazy features. Look, fools can't really tell me nothing right now. I'll tell you this, because I've had a lot of my favorite rappers and a lot of people I look up to all hit me up. A lot of artists I admire all asking to get on my project and ask. This never happened to me before to this degree, where so many people that I admire are hitting me up to be a part of my shit. Like, this is, for me, like kind of a new thing. I've definitely experienced it, but not to this degree and like the amount of love. Shouts to shit, you feel me? Like, you know, shouts to all the people I know. It's definitely not for everybody, you feel me? But if you're into someone rapping really good that has experimental, unique, weird music that talks about MS-13, fentanyl, and MacArthur Park, just look no further, player. Nobody's doing what I'm doing. No one's talking about what I'm talking about. No one's doing it the way I've been doing, and it's not new. Like a lot of things that I don't look. I'll address some shit. First of all, let me know which video you like the most and what song you like the most that I've dropped so far. There's a Tegan video or lyric video. Tegan is also on all digital streaming platforms, Spotify and all that, by me and Lo Pesci. There's The Ugly Game, Yoshinoya, Odin Abitha, and Langer's Deli. What's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And you might have a new favorite after Ravi drops on Friday. And then I'm not gonna lie, all the shit I've made since then is so much better. I'm just like, I'm watching y'all go crazy to my like, not to my like, I don't even want to call any of these. They're all my babies mid like, but my songs that aren't. Bro, I record them right here, bro. I recorded most of these songs, like everything y'all have heard, I pretty much recorded right here on Fruity Loops, fool. Like, I go outside, I walk to the liquor store, and you can feel MacArthur Park. The beats are inspired by what I hear the paisas and the playing on their fucking on their stereos when they drive by or walk by, or and the fucking and the homeless junkies are playing on their Obama phones. That's what the beats are inspired by. Like the little soundscapes that I hear. There's so much depth and layers and like intentional detail put into this music. Like, I don't want to sound pretentious, but I'm glad that that's coming across to people, and like everything is so deliberate from the image to the aesthetic. And I'll say this, like, there's so much I want to address because I see so many comments. And one, when people compare me to like artists that I admire, I take it as a compliment. So all that like Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler the Creator, Brock Marcy, MF Doom, whatever comparisons like I've been seeing, Freddie Gibbs, like people are cool. You're comparing me to great rappers. Thank you. I don't sound like any of them, really. Like really, who I'm influenced by is MF Doom. Like I've been said that MF Doom, Draco, Max B, like Prodigy. You feel me? Like I've made very clear who my influences are. I listen to like, if you want to compare me to shit, compare me to old ass rap, old school rap, because I'm not. But first of all, I've been rapping over fucking. I listen to Dilla, Madlib, and Doom. I've been rapping over fucking drumless loops for over 20 years, bro. I have receipts. How my copying styles that I'm on record of doing. I've been doing videos like this for that long too. I have videos going back to 2007 of me with the same aesthetic. I'm up in Frisco with the same type of videos I'm doing with the Junkies and all that. Way before Skrilla ever did that shit. I was doing that way before. And I'm not saying like I'm not saying that I influenced anyone, but I mean, what I'm saying is I did not fucking bite, bro. I'll never bite. So, this fool Seb, as for you said, Jeremy's your guardian angel. I'm 21 days sober. Shit, she's definitely the jankiest guardian angel I've ever seen, but she might just be that. I ain't gonna lie. Because if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be sober right now. No, the Yoshinoya jerseys are not sold out. Go to blesssavage.com, fool, or blesssavage.co. Blesssavage, is it .co or .com? Go to the website, buy the jerseys. There are like 10 of them left. Please, I want to sell out of these jerseys so I could take them off the market and not make them again. Because these are special, and I want this to be the only time. So there's 10 more. I'm not raising the price. It's still only $70. And fuck with y'all in this bad economy. But at the same time, I got to have it at a level as where it's not like, you feel me? Like, this shit ain't no motherfucking, this shit ain't some fucking mall kiosk gear, homie. It's high-end streetwear, one of a kind, authentic, straight from the player partner. Shouts to my dog Marcos and Bless Savage for bringing the vision to life, you feel me? Got another collab with my next, I ain't even gonna speak on it yet, but we got some more shit coming, bro. Got some more shit, working with other embellies. Little things stopping, bro. We're continuing to go up. But, yeah, I'm influenced for sure, but I ain't never, but not like y'all think, and not like, I ain't like half the comparisons y'all make are so far off base. The MF Doom shit, I'll give it to you all day, yeah. I do be, I could copy MF Doom way more if I wanted to. Trust me, I flipped every style. If I wanted to do exactly like MF Doom, and you could hear like shit I did 20 years ago, where I'm trying to sound like Doom, like I could make my shit like Gadzooks, I'm a bad dude. I could do like, I purposely stay away from doing things that I know that Doom would do because I'm not trying to be too derivative. But that's like who I'm thinking about when I'm in the booth. If there's an influence for me, like especially vocally and rhyme scheme wise, like yeah, he's the greatest to me. And like our voices are kind of similar in certain ways where the way he flipped it, like yeah, Doom is the GOAT. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Prodigy, like, yeah. Draco, yeah. Like, yeah. But I don't sound like none of them for real. Like, I definitely don't sound like. I sound more like what I just said than who y'all say I sound like. I don't. And that's total. I've seen some horrible comparisons, but like I said, anytime I get mentioned with great rappers, MCs, it's a fucking honor. So thank you. But you got the PEMDAS wrong. I was doing this shit way before Tyler the Creator was. Tyler the Creator was probably like in fucking first grade when I was. Are you serious? Fuck out of here. Um, but the fact that people even care about my music enough to comment on it, and look, I haven't even cracked 10,000 views on YouTube on any of these videos from this new project yet, but they're all, for me, and in comparison to like where I know I'm at, they're all doing well. They're continuing to gain numbers. I've not paid a single platform to post them, and they're getting constantly posted on all the different food pages and Rosecrans Media, Food Community, fucking Southwest Connected, Florida Foods, all these Mexican World Star, all these different pages posting my shit. All these great directors working with me, all these great producers. Every man, I want to keep going, fool, or else I really. This is keeping me going. It's keeping me going, bro. And nah, hey, it's funny, bro. Y'all gonna look, bro. I get it. Y'all gonna say I'm on one or on dope. This is the most sober I've been in a long ass time. Anyone that's watching me like consistently can tell you that. Like that's crazy. That fools wouldn't just. But I know, and I'm like me in my most sober state still gonna be like cracked out to y'all. I guess some of y'all ain't really been outside and seen what real fucking dope things look like. Because that's why I'm like the mayor of MacArthur Park. Because I'm like the most functional person in a fucking 20 block radius type shit. Uh, yeah, exactly. Well, no, exactly. So I mean, people. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hilarious, and I actually welcome it because it's like I welcome all dialogue about my music, any interest in it. But it's just y'all are wrong with what you think the influences are. Y'all are wrong with some of the comparisons, and like this thing too about the like I'm making the music that I want to make. I'm not gonna like I know people. A lot of people hit me up. Where's the drums? We need drums. Da, da, da. No, I'm literally creating this vision that I want to create, and the beats that I have, I love. You couldn't send me better beats. You couldn't send me better beats. Alchemist, Alchemist might be able to send me better beats. You feel me? Like I don't know anybody else. You feel me? Like for real? No, I'm just playing. Evidence maybe. Nick Craven, maybe. No, I don't know. Y'all are fire though. But nah, like Skin Deep and Vodka, my dog Modoc, a little bit. That's really the only producers I'm working with right now. That's all I'm trying to like work with. You feel me? But yeah, no, like people that are like, oh, I love Dirty South rap, but you don't need to hear me doing that. There's a million rappers that are doing shit over some bouncy drums and 808s that'll tickle your fancy. At the same time, I do want to make my shit listenable, and I do want it to still slap in the car. So I'm trying to figure out ways to kind of bring that all together, but in my own way. And I'm not. Yeah, that's. No, I'm purposely not using drums in a lot of my records and just rapping over loops. And the ones that I am using drums on, I'm just making sure that my voice is the most prominent instrument as to where you could really like hear every word, because what I've been doing quietly, and I'm not going to do quietly for the past 25 years, is definitely the past 20, written better than all of y'all. Like I write better than pretty much anybody in the world, and I'm one of the best pens on the planet, one of the best songwriters alive, and I don't care about writing songs anymore. I just care about this MacArthur Park poetry. That's it. That's it. Like You think I don't know how to, you think I don't know how to write a hook? Like I'm purposely, hooks are gay as fuck. That's why I'm not doing hooks. Because I think they suck. I don't want to do hooks. I'm doing what I want to do. Fuck hooks, they've been trash. Fuck long ass songs. If you have a 25-second intro before you start rapping, skip. You feel me, Dub C? Skip. Come on, fool. What is y'all talking about, bro? 2025. And if y'all do that, that's great. But I just know, and plus, ain't nobody talking about, I might be an old ass white guy, but I have grit all over me because I'm in the gutter daily. And y'all fools are talking about some soft, pussy ass shit, bro. All of y'all. Nobody's saying interesting, cutting edge shit. There's very few people that I'd be like, oh, damn. That's why I listen to like the drill music shit. That's why like when these like young, you know, teenage drillers, like at least the shit they're saying is like interesting. And it's horrible because like I don't fuck with like genocide. I don't fuck with like the dark energy that encompasses, but at least they're saying some interesting shit. You fucking guys are just boring as fuck. Most rappers, boring, bro. Boring. So, I don't know. That's like genuinely how I feel, 1000%. I think I'm the best I ever been, and I think that's like what I've been is like a great writer, and I'm not gonna allow like other aspects to like continue to shroud that. Like me looking corny, me sounding corny, me fucking being corny. That's not gonna get in the way of these lyrics. I'm gonna do everything I can to let these lyrics accentuate this vision. And my songs are gonna be a way to highlight how great I am. Not a way to make myself look stupid. Yeah. That's it, fool. As far as that goes. As far as smoke meth in your next video, somebody said. Bitch, there's people smoking meth in my videos already. Fuck is you talking about? Watch half the No Jumper shows from from middle of last year. You see me on meth right there, bitch. You feel me? Like, if I want to smoke meth in a video, I will. That's the other thing. Oh yeah, all y'all's videos suck. Y'all aesthetics suck. Y'all's whole shit. Like, all of y'all using AI videos. That's why I'm gonna be different. No, what you're supposed to say is no. I love what everybody's doing. Everything that everybody's doing is so great. I'm just carving my own niche. No, I'm carving my own niche, and you guys, a lot of y'all fucking suck. And your AI artwork sucks. Your AI video sucks. But please keep doing it, because it makes what I'm doing look so much realer. Because all I got to do to shoot a video is go outside. I can craft a concept in 15 minutes. All it has to be is the blocks, whatever gangs are around and junkies are around, and then it's the ambiance, and then it's just the wild, untamed energy that you see, and then it's the juxtaposition of the beauty and the grotesque that you see, and nobody's doing that shit, bro. Everybody with their glossy, fake vision of what they think LA is supposed to look like, when 95% of it looks like what I show y'all, the shit that people don't want to see, the shit that people try to look past on their way to their next glittery distraction. No. Fuck that. Spit in the corner of my lips because I don't drink enough water and all, bitch. I'm showing y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's why. That's why what I'm doing is different. That's why what I'm doing is unique. That's why I could get in a room with any rapper in the world right now, and they're not going to have this grit, this pain, this passion. They weren't that close to it. That's why I have to compare myself to these drillers, these kids that are outside like drilling, because that is like these other rap fools. They're living a glamorous life. They're coddled. They don't have grit. They don't have fucking pain. They don't know what having and losing feels like. I do. It happens to me every fucking day. I see the fucking pain. I hear the gunshots. I fucking copped the drugs, ran from the police, sold the drugs, beat this person's ass, got my ass beat, my blood stain, my tags is still on the wall. Y'all can't even come over here. Y'all scared to even come over here. Y'all scared to even come over here where I'm thriving. People come, yo, but those that aren't, just know that I love y'all. Y'all come. People are now driving to MacArthur Park and driving around to take pictures with me. Like, I've been taking fan pics around here, but now people are making excursions to Westlake just to run into Lush One, just to hope they run into Lush and take a pic. And I love y'all. I love y'all. So yeah, I'm here. I'm outside. Catch me between 6 and 7. 6, 7. But literally, yeah. And you know what? Shit, I was gonna do the hood tour from where I grew up back in the day. I did. If you look at the homie Donnie Besco's channel, I showed them the whole park. I went and fucking copped Zans on Alvarado on stream at the weed pool. It looks good. I moved to Wilshire and Rampart like the in April of last year. So right when I got my job back at No Jumper, I moved to this building. And honestly, I feel more connected. This is still the west side. This is still West Los. But I feel more connected right here than I do my own hood, for real. Like, I feel more, like, comfortable, tapped in, connected. Like, this is my shit. This is where I always belonged. But, you know, shouts to the whole west side. Shouts to the whole city. Shouts to the whole west coast. Shouts to the Bay Area. I will do another MacArthur Park tour that's like more in depth, and I'm gonna be showing y'all a lot more shit. If you keep watching the videos, I'm gonna keep going, taking y'all deeper and deeper into the trenches and underbellies. You feel me? And like, y'all are gonna see some crazy shit in my videos. You talk about smoking meth, like that's light. You feel me? Who the fuck is in my comments sending this super chat? What's Kenny's beef with OTG Nick? Is actually in my comment section. Hey, man. Unks, stay out the way when the children are fucking quarreling, all right? Let the children quarrel, and that's said with all due respect. You feel me? Y'all, it ain't Unk's place to be in the middle of whatever the fuck my young life got going on. You feel me? Yeah, it's getting... Someone said this... Shouts to Master Wizard, this shit is getting deep in the weeds. Oh, no, Kenny. Nah, shouts to Kenny and OTG Nick. Those are my brothers, and they each other's brothers, and they gonna figure their little shit out, whatever the fuck it is. I think it's stupid. They're both my brothers. They just gotta squabble it out, or you know, whatever the fuck they gotta do. Get past it. Just focus on the bags. Fuck that dumbass shit. You know, I ain't even gonna speak on what my young life got going on. You feel me? Like, shit. Like, you guys should be focused on getting money. We got homies that are locked up, free lazy. You feel me? Free lazy. What the fuck is y'all talking about? If Lazy was outside, he'd be getting the money, not worried about beefing with his homeboy like some fucking mijas, fool, like some hyenas. Stop that shit. Let's all get money together. We all homies. Ain't no reason y'all fools gotta be beefing. Stupid. And if you do, just fucking catch a fade and get over it. The fuck? Ooh. Damn. I didn't even go. That's such a great question. Said, fuck, Mary, kill the Bay, Los Angeles, and Philly. I love Philadelphia so much. I love Philadelphia so much. I hate to do this to y'all. You're gonna need to send a super chat if I'm gonna even address that. Fuck that. I fuck with Philly too much, bro. I fuck with Philly. I ain't answering none of y'all questions. Matter of fact, without that young super chiz, I is not. You feel me? But yeah, dude. Yeah, it's always annoying when like the young homies are beefing with each other. It's like, dude, like, can't y'all fools just like see the bigger picture so we can all make money and get along? We all on the precipice, man. You feel me? I am gonna still talk to you, motherfuckers, but these not is nam. Um, yeah. With that being said, Max B's home. OutKast is the fucking greatest ever. There are still people that give a fuck about hip hop. There's still people that know Jumper that give a fuck about hip hop. You guys make it seem like, and I'm not saying you guys like that are in here right now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all that are taking your time to watch my ass probably do know that, like, probably do give a fuck. But a lot of the people that watch No Jumper, y'all don't care as much as, you know, like, y'all care more about the fuck shit than y'all do the music and the culture and, you know, analyzing the, like, bro, like, we didn't even talk, we still have not mentioned the fact on No Jumper that Mobb Deep dropped an album, like, and it's not because I don't want to talk about it, and I'm sure Adam would love to as well if you guys did, but y'all motherfuckers, the people aren't tuning into No Jumper for that, so unfortunately it becomes like, it's almost like this self-perpetuating chicken or the egg scenario where it's like, okay, y'all aren't watching the hip-hop related content, so we're not creating it, so y'all aren't watching it, so y'all aren't, it's like, we would love to, but then when we do y'all actually tune in? Is it worth it? Do the ends justify the means? From a business perspective, I don't know, but I ain't never gonna stop regardless. This is, I'm a lifer in this shit. I'm dedicated, and no matter what, it's gonna be like to the point where people like make fun. I wish I would have wore this on my sleeve more when I don't know, fool. When I be looking back at some of my old No Jumper clips for my getting fucked up era and my sober era, and I just be like, bro, what's wrong with you? But really, like, what's wrong with my screen? My boy Gush, what's happening, fool? You already know, run it up, player. Man, some people are deep in the lore with the comments. Y'all are, whoa. Y'all are fucking, yeah, no, the art of storytelling, just like Rick, incredible. Come on. Some of y'all are deep in the weeds with y'all references. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all already know, man. Just wanted to log in with y'all. Been dope chopping it up for the past hour. Y'all got any final thoughts and all that? Let me know. If not, I will possibly be doing another live tomorrow morning. But if not, you already know you can catch me on the No Jumper Show tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with my brothers Munchie, Young and Hefe, and Adam. Should be lit. I'm excited. $2. It's a Norte invasion with Mooseman and Gambit at No Jumper. This is true. The Northerners are taking over. Taking over. What are we gonna do about it, guys? I don't know. But I will say I am a big Mooseman and Gambit fan, so I'm definitely excited for both of them to continue to shine. And y'all know me. I lived in Northern Cali for a long time. And I got partners that are Northerners that are really good dudes and people. So I ain't got no hate. But I really am a hippie in my heart. You feel me? I only be like popping it when people be popping it at me. Like, I'm not a tyrant. Like, I'm a saint. Y'all turn me into a tyrant sometimes. But I'm a saint for real. Like, I'm a really, I try to be just like a kind soul and just like nice as fuck to everybody. I ain't shit. But I also, like, I get it. I get it. Like my boy Marie said, you feel me? From the 50s over there in East Side Oakland. It ain't cool out here, cuz. Yeah. So, I get it completely. Bro, When motherfuckers say things like, "Did you visit MacArthur Park?" You understand, like that shit, like when that's just like right there, like it's I could like I can't. It's right there. I pass it every day. The only way I could not see it is if I don't go outside. Like, of course, I'm a I'm gonna always have this place too. I'm gonna always like if I get God willing, bro, if I get rich or make enough money to move up out of here and like do better, I'm gonna still keep this place and just have homies stay here, so I could always have like because this place is changing my life. I'm gonna change it. That's why I'm doing these food drives and I'm trying to help out. Look, I got a bigger goal. I got a bigger ambition. I got a bigger vision. What I'm really trying to do is like one day, whether or not I'm sober, I want to open a treatment center up and I want to help people. That hasn't stopped. I want to help people. Whether let's say I do like make it sober or whatever, then I could be your catalyst and inspiration. Let's say I don't make it. Let's say I don't make it. Then like that could be your inspiration. Don't be like this guy. But I can still help other people. You feel me? Like Tupac said, I might not change the world, but I'm gonna spark the mind that does. Although he did wind up changing the world, oddly enough, humbly he stated that. I'm gonna state that in a non-grandiose manner, or try to my best because it sounds like so egotistical to even say, but that's how I would like to be. Maybe if I don't get helped, somebody could get help through my failures. You feel me? And I've had people with money talk about starting rehabs and foundations. I'm with it. Just know, like shit, I'm with it. That's really what I want to do. Like, let my name be associated with something that's like forever helping people, like the Lush One Foundation, right? And like helps addicts in recovery. And then 30 years from now, that shit's still here. 100 years, like after my music is gone, let's say no one listens to it no more. Let's say no one watched my podcast or even knows who I am. Maybe I could help start something and my name could be associated with something that really helps people. Mm-hmm. That'd be tight, right? I think that'd be fire. That's like I'm really like I'm glad for the 47 people that are here. And I'm grateful for the $10 in super chats. You feel me? And the 45 likes that I've accumulated in 67 minutes and 42 seconds because like I know that it's just like because y'all are fucking with me and it's genuine love and it's a connection that we got. And you can't bottle that and sell it. But it's like, it's so much more powerful. I feel like the 43 of y'all that are here are like equivalent to like 4,000 people. That's what it feels like. You know? It means a lot. And I appreciate y'all motherfuckers for real. I try not to act like a jerk, but what I do is because I am one. I can't help it. No, I do. Look, I know I don't be going consistently live, and I don't really nurture like this channel like I should. But now it's like kind of gone back to its original roots of being a home for my music, and then like the live streams and shorts. You can keep like shit like this or whatever. Like I'm with that being a thing for sure. Um, I appreciate y'all. Well, I don't know how else to say that without like shit, dude. Like I'm very, very humbled by the opportunities I have, by the love that I got, and I want to do better and execute so I could like do right by y'all. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me say that 1,000 times, and I really mean that, and I really mean it right now. And like, I still feel like I have a long way to go, and I don't have much. And like, so I celebrate like every victory, every small victory, and like the love that I'm getting right now feels amazing. It feels better than like, bro, I've been up fucking. I can't say this feels better than being 6 figures up. No, it doesn't. Like, I'd rather be 6 figures up, but I don't know. If it would cost me 6 figures to like get this amount of love for my music, it would be worth it. I ain't have to pay though, motherfuckers. That's y'all. but I had to pay like my soul. Not on like some selling your soul shit, but like I sacrificed everything for my art. So that when people enjoy it, it means everything to me. Like people are like, why you didn't? A lot of people always like, Lush, why you didn't get a? Why aren't you like your brothers? Why don't you get a? Why don't you become work for Indeed? Why don't you be a director? Like, bro, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I've dedicated my life to this. You can call it stupid all you want. This is a very conscious decision I've made here. You feel me? My mistakes, my failures are all mine too. So my successes, I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna celebrate those. And I'm gonna cherish those. You dig? Um, Quick 2910 with the $5. I fuck with you, Lush. Appreciate you showing my clip page love. Stink Team Clips. That's stink underscore team underscore clips. I've been grinding and want my pages to go up. So you a real one, of course. And anyone that's keeping the truth alive, Draco the Ruler, the absolute GOAT, one of my biggest inspirations as an artist in life, and like his music, Draco's music was there during dark times and gave me like, a lot of people like, oh, like when they be depressed and shit, and like, and I've said this before about like what made, I'll tell the story again, fuck it, but like the reason why I fuck with Draco as much beyond like him being as dope as he is and just like loving the way he raps and just know how much he means to LA and all that was like, when fools be depressed and shit and they be like, motherfuckers be depressed and they be like, oh, I'm sad, I'm gonna listen to some fucking sad music, and then they throw on like some song about their bitch leaving them or being broke or like some shit, and they just like continue to wallow in their own misery listening to fucking Elliott Smith or Conor Oberst or Radiohead. Love all those artists, by the way. This thing, or like some super sad, like Boys Cement adjacent R&B, like about your bitch leaving. Bro, when my wife was divorcing me, like that first night where the bitch was like done with it and I'm like sleeping on the couch type shit, I took a bunch of Molly. I went and like did some show or whatever, came back. This is like 2018. And I was on a bunch of Molly. I found it was from my old stash from when I was serving. And it was like the bottom of it. And I was off the Molly. And I listened. I was like, oh, let me throw on some Draco because he was already one of my favorite rappers. But I wound up listening that night till like 6 in the morning. I wound up listening to every single Draco song ever recorded. Like every Draco song in his catalog that he had ever recorded. And after that night, I was like, yeah, this is like my favorite rapper for sure. I've never heard. And it was like, because like instead of being sad and depressing, like his songs made me like feel like, man, fuck a bitch. I'm gonna get some money. Fuck a op. Come pull up on me. See what the fuck happens. Fuck all of y'all. You feel me? Just like Draco's music just infused me with that fucking confidence that I needed at that time. So I think that's what resonates with me about Draco's music and just like the whole nervous music stink team genre of just like, it make you just want to be a more masculine, less bitch-made version of yourself when you hear it. Like you want to, like no matter what odds are against you, if you feel like, hey, no bullying, you can't bully me. You feel me? And that's what like the prevailing message was beyond like all the wordplay and just like the unique styles being flipped and just the visual aesthetic and all that, and just bringing the whole flocking shit and just the whole dripping designer and ice aesthetic to that modern era of LA, and bringing that in like such a cohesive package that he originated himself. To me, like that holds so much weight, and that's the reason why I'm so passionate. Then from there, getting a chance to get to know him personally and talk to him when he was locked up, going through like one of the most turbulent times of his life, and then subsequently now like grateful for the friendship I have with Ralphie and Evil and all the rest of everybody from the Stinks. Really cool people. And Symbols out here in LA. Forever Ligaments, join it up. You feel me? So yeah, shouts to all the pages that keep the truth alive. Shouts to Draco and Ralphie and them. So that's it, fool. Yeah, dig. What else, man? I was supposed to be up out of here already, but y'all super chat kept me in the motherfucking building a little bit longer. With that being said, I do appreciate y'all. This is, like I said, I'll be back possibly tomorrow morning. If not, you could always catch me on No Jumper. And we dropping a video on Friday for Ravi. The project is coming out. We got a show next month. Got the album with Lil Pesci. Bro, when I start telling you the features I got, and here's the crazy thing, like I don't even care about the features as much as I just care about rapping over these beats that Skinny's making and Vodka's making, and that's it. Oh yeah, no, I've been for sure been to Gilas. Shouts to Gilas. Shouts to Gilroy. I had a bad little bitch out there, I ain't gonna lie. I was at the Garlic Festival too back in the day, way before they shot that shit up. But yeah, shouts to everybody. She'll probably play a Lush Uno. I'll catch y'all on the next episode. You bitch. Gone.